What's your overall impression of the park?
It's the place to be, whatever you want to do for walking, running, viewing, just relaxing. It's a marvelous place.
It's one of New York's treasures, which shares with the great cities. Wouldn't be one of the great cities of the world without Central Park.
I think it's being maintained really well. It's really beautiful, and I love the fact that the playgrounds are being revamped.
Central Park is fantastic. Yeah, we're here probably daily. So we use it for walks with my son, with the family, to exercise in. I think the facilities are amazing. It's kept really nicely with all the grass being cut, all the trees, etc. So yeah, it's a fantastic resource for the whole of the city.
It's an oasis. It's amazing. For the city to have it, it's incredible. I have a dog, so it's very important, because he gets to walk in the park, and I live on the park. So it's if it were not for the park in the city, it would be not pleasant. And they do an amazing job in keeping it up.
It's invaluable in the city. It's one of the most important areas for me.
It makes living in the city bearable, right? I mean, you have the excitement of the city, but you can just come here and relax.
Garden. It's our garden. It's our backyard. So for me, I'm passionate about the park.
Just a little oasis in the madness of New York.
It's just a beautiful, green, peaceful space. It's my favorite place to bring people who are visiting New York.
The different sceneries, from trees to little lakes to the beautiful historic bridges to the statues, there's everything. That no matter who you are, there's something for you here.
A central core of natural beauty in what is otherwise grays and reds and brown hard surfaces.
My favorite thing about Central Park, it doesn't seem like I'm in New York City when I'm in here.
Compared to, let's say 5 years ago, in your opinion, how has the park changed?
In terms of greenery, they've actually focused more in making sure that there's salvation of this particular bridge was actually restored about 3 years ago. So they took a lot of investment just for this bridge, and even anywhere else you go, there's just more and more trees. There's really more maintenance. It's well kept.
I think they've done a good job maintaining the park and upgrading it. I think the Great Lawn is a good example.
I think it's safer. I think it's been updated. I think that the grounds have been maintained.
How does the park fit into your overall New York experience and your perceptions of New York City?
I live in New York. It's a part of my life. I'm in it 4 or 5 times a day because I have a dog. And even before that, I ran in it every day. So it's just incredible to have it.
Well, I think it's one of the most important parts of New York City in that, we get to live in a very vibrant, exciting, world-famous city, yet we have this quiet oasis to come to.
Oh, that's what makes New York City New York. I think without it, it's like Prospect Park to Brooklyn. You need it. All the little parks elsewhere is so small, but this one it's got it all.
This is it, a scenery that you can't ever forget.
Are you aware of the Central Park Conservancy and its role in maintaining and improving the park?
I know it's a very recognized fund, and it is worked by private and public funding. And again, wherever maintenance and restoration needs to take place, they'll focus on that.
One of the wonderful things about it is that it's essentially a private entity that is only taking 15% of its economy, of its income from the city. And it's a marvelous example of how individuals can get together and do great improvements. I'll bet you most people don't realize that 85% of it is paid by the Conservancy, what maintains the park.
From what I can see, is most of the folks who are making improvements to the park is they work for the Conservancy. So yeah, from what I can see, they are improving things with all the agriculture stuff that they do, keeping things neat and tidy, safe. So yes, very good.
I think the job's phenomenal. I don't know any other park in England, in the world. I think it's, as I said, it's just been the flower, the maintenance, the flowers that they do, the work they do on the bridges, the Bow Bridge. I mean, it's just I looked at the plantings, the restructuring of the lake. It's tremendous. I don't think people realize.
I think in the last 3 years, it's a complete turnaround. They've really escalated the funds and the work for this.
An excellent job. Well, the general improvement they did a few years back on the Bethesda Fountain area, it's altogether, I take my hat off to them.
What's your perception of the importance of their role?
I think it's a huge importance because they help maintain and take care of the park, and it's a lot of it's by donation, and a lot of it's free. It's voluntary, so people should do more to support the park.